Hey everyone, welcome back to My Summer Car. So I tend to play this game in spurts. You may have noticed I'm not playing it every week or every 2 weeks, it's kind of just whenever I feel like it. Mostly just because it's a game that does get on the nerves. It's hard to play. And so what I've said, I know a lot of people tend to give up on this game, especially when the going gets tough. So I've kind of pledged myself to do something with it. I want to at least finish the story. Now, I mentioned this on Twitter, and that's kind of the goal that I have. I'm not planning on doing any racing or anything, although I might once I get this thing working, if I can get it working. But my idea is I want to finish the story of the game, and for that to happen, we still need to get the car working. It just means that we're not going to be participating in a lot of the other things. But we'll see how it goes. I might not even make it there. That's just my goal. Anyways, so we're going to be building the rest of the car today. I'm going to try to get rid of a lot of the parts that are on the ground here by putting them into the car. And I think actually I'm going to leave it broken up like this, although it might not work, but I think it'll be kind of funny. We're not going to pass inspection by any means. So I'm trying to remember what I did last time. I believe the last thing I put in was the steering rack. Yeah, the steering rack is right there, so I guess we can safely assume that that is all done properly, although sometimes that is a bad assumption. So let's go ahead and do the next thing on the list, which is the steering column. Okay, I think I can find that. Alright, so the steering column, I'm assuming, is just going to have to go in somewhere over on this side. This is a left-hand drive car. I have it picked up the wrong way, although that hasn't really mattered in the past too much. Let's see, though. Oh, I think I got it. Oh no, the car is moving, but I did have it. Oh, so close. And there it is. That's the right way. Okay, so we have a steering column. It does have bolts, so I'm going to need to find those. Okay, so from what I can tell, it's just these two down here, but that could be incorrect. Obviously, we don't want to do steering like partway through a run or something like that. I'm very eager to get this car actually working. I'm pretty excited for that, in fact, just to see if it even starts. I'm going to have to completely tune the engine, though, which is not going to be easy. Okay, next up on the list are the wishbones. These are trailing arms. Wishbones are here. So that's the front right, that's the front left. So we'll do the front left first because it's right here. This is completely the wrong way, but it should just snap in. Yeah, thankfully it will snap in for us, just like that. And it looks like it's a 10mm wrench once again. I mean, the car is violently wiggling currently, which is not great. I'm pretty eager to set it down on its wheels so we can get rid of this slightly interesting situation that it's in. I'm not going to be able to put anything on this side, I've just realized, now that the car is tilted in this way. Not exactly working in the way that I'd like. Let's see if we can give it a push. Okay, so we can push the car even when it's on a hoist like this. Oh, okay, never mind, that's almost worse. Okay, apparently the parking brake wasn't on the tractor either, so you can just totally push that whenever you want. I'm just gonna quickly jump in there, lower this car down, and we'll have to grab it a different way, I think. Okay, this isn't much better, but it is better. I've managed to move the car so that I can at least semi-access it from the side, and that means I can put the wishbone on that side as well, so we can assemble the entire front suspension. It'd be great to just have the front wheels done today, and obviously the back as well. I've got time, so I'm gonna try and do it. Next up on the list are the spindles. I don't know where those are. Oh, there we go. Spindle front right. So we can just slap this thing on the same side here, and it looks like it's a 12mm from what I'm reading. Okay, perfect. Yeah, just one bolt on the bottom here, straight into, I guess, the ball joint, that would be. And I am building both at the same time, just so I'm doing the same step over and over again, and I'm not having to just do it once and then do it completely again. I don't know, this is just the way that I prefer to do it. Plus, it makes it easier for wrenches, because I'm only, like, using this 12 for this, and then I get to put it away and pull out the next one for the next piece. So steering rod front left, let's see if we can, ooh, wrong button, let's see if we can just move this thing in there. It's gotta go somewhere here. Okay, apparently that works. I mean, alright. And it is also a 12, nice. And it's straightening up. Okay, you can see that I'm actually doing something now. We're gonna have to make some sort of alignment for this car. I'm not at that point yet, but we're getting there. Oh yeah, so I kind of forgot a critical piece. You're supposed to put the strut in first, and dun-da-da, it is together, but I'm missing a bunch of bolts on the back here. Dun-da-da, that's 2 struts in, and just some bolts left to do. I am feeling pretty good about this. It's moving a lot quicker than I thought it would, so can't complain too much. Obviously, we still have a lot of work to do, but at least some of the basics are done. We have suspension on the front, if nothing else. Okay, I just realized I kind of skipped a bunch of steps, so hopefully I can still do them. We need to put in the disc brakes, and then we need to do the half shafts, and then the struts were supposed to be after that. So it's a good thing I didn't tighten them up. We might be able to just take them out easily. All I did was tighten up the 12 that's here, so let me see if I can do those disc brakes first. I mean, it would make sense that we can just put a disc brake on here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the half shafts don't have sides, which means that we can just put them in here like this. This is the driving part of it. Okay, so that actually worked just like that. Oh yeah, I am going to use the... Well, actually, we don't have any wheels, do we? Oh no. And we need the Rusko as well to get wheels, so we're not going to be putting wheels on the car today, unfortunately. We at least need to get some sort of wheels, and I mean, I have money, but I don't have that much money. I'm going to need more to be able to complete this. The money part of this game is kind of what makes me worried, mostly because everything in this game is difficult. Even just traveling to a different location is challenging, so to need to get money also means a lot of traveling, and a lot of traveling means a lot of danger, and a lot of danger means that anything could go wrong. Yeah, before I forget, I'm tightening down the struts just to make sure that everything's going to be okay here. Looks like it's just 4 of these, and that should be good. I'm not sure if there's one on the top as well. I mean, it would make sense that there was one, so I'll try that as well. As janky as the movement system is in this game, it does work well for getting close to these bolts and stuff that you need to get out of here. It almost mimics the real life, like, awkwardness of trying to crawl under your car to do things. I've tried to do a few things to my own car, including brakes and just minor things like oil changes and such. Yeah, it's always awkward on the driveway when I'm trying to get to the drain plug or something like that. I'm on my back underneath the car. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. That's just how it is, because obviously I don't have a lift, but it is a bit awkward. Okay, so these are kind of clipping through the fenders. I'm guessing that's just because the car is damaged. Hopefully that doesn't affect things. Probably will mess up alignment or something like that. Either way, they seem to be as tight as they can go, for now at the very least. So that should be good enough. Would you look at that? The car has front suspension. Alright, so we need to adjust the steering arms here. I've turned this nut all the way out, so it should be... Yeah, there. It should be all the way out. Apparently we need to do 60 turns to get it into the proper location. So bear with me here while I count to 60 twice. 57, 58, 59, and 60. That is 60 done on both sides. Hopefully that's straight. It's probably 1 or 2 clicks off on either side, but out of 120 that isn't much. Yeah, if it's not perfectly straight, it's not the worst thing ever, but obviously we want to get the tuning as good as we can make it. Alright, it's time to do the back. Let's put the trailing arms on. This is the rear left, I guess? Unfortunately, the back is super low, but yeah, this is hopefully the right side, and not the right size. We're going to need something else for this. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not set up to do the back at all, but for now, we're kind of just stuck with this. Let me see if I can get the bolts on this thing regardless. We're running out of thirst and hunger and everything right now, so I'm going to go ahead and run on into the kitchen and just grab a drink real quick, try and take care of some needs, and then we'll hopefully be able to get back into the car building. Hunger is something that scares me a little bit, just because, well, I don't have that much food on me. I have sausages, but they will come to an end eventually. And let's go for a quick sleep. Hopefully we can recover some fatigue and not come out of this too broken up. Okay, we should be good to go. Awoken by a phone call that I'm going to ignore. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing the drunk guy's story that I know of. Obviously we could take his money and then never have money problems anymore, but for now, this is fine. Also, it's completely in the dead of night. Why the heck didn't I... Oh man. Okay, I managed to figure out how to get out of here, so I did leave the garage light on, but apparently that doesn't work quite as well as I thought it would to illuminate my path over to this outdoor work area, I guess you could call it. Needless to say, I'm going to just be using the flashlight now. It might be a bit dark, but that's all we got. Next up, we have coil springs. These are just the small ones down here. I really like how the garage is actually getting cleaned up. It's a lot of fun just to have all these little bits not on the floor anymore. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird for finding that fun. Okay, coil spring 1 is in. Okay, we don't have to bolt these ones in either, which is nice. They can just sit in their perch. Okay, this side is going to be a slight issue, mostly because I can't see anything at all. Might have to start using the tractor lights here. Well, I'm not entirely convinced that the tractor lights are actually helping me, but having the flashlight on this side and the tractor lights on over there seems to be working out so far. It's weird, like this is a bit too real. Just a little bit. Next up on the list we have these shock absorbers. They don't seem to have a side, but we just need to slap them in the back. Hopefully, okay, maybe they'll just eject out of the side like that. Alright, so I kind of came up with an idea for the grill. Can't really see it, but the flashlight is on top of it, and that lets me be able to see into here at least a lot more easily. So it looks like we have some bolts down at the bottom here, but those are not this size. We're gonna have to look into the car itself, from what I can tell, to get to the top, if I can even find it. Oh, there it is. There's the one on this side. We'll screw that in, and there should be an identical one or a matching one over on this side. There we go. Now just the ones at the bottom. Well, this isn't easy at all to get to, but here we go with the bottom 2 bolts on the shocks, and then I guess it's drum brakes after this? Oh yeah, drum brakes and then wheels. Unfortunately though, we have to go find the wheels. Apparently they're at the mansion. Totally didn't get them, so yeah, that's not going to be easy now that we don't have the Rusko. Thank goodness it is slowly becoming day. Hopefully that'll make it a bit easier to actually see what's going on. Yeah, I'd like to be able to know what's going on in a game that's already pretty hard to tell most of the time. Either way though, we got some drum brakes on, and I think what we're going to do after this is we might actually put the engine into the car. I'm not sure if that's a good idea considering its untuned state, but yeah, I think it'd be fun to at least give it an attempt. And then we'll have to tune it afterwards in some form of way. One issue that I do have is that the car is pretty much in the same place that it was when this started. The only difference being it has a lot more parts on it now, which are easy to break, which isn't too great for me, but either way, I think what we can probably attempt to do is get it off of the tractor and then put it down in the ground right here, and then wheel that engine over and drop it in. At least that's my theory. I'm concerned that the car might be stuck on the tractor, so I'm kind of just taking liberties here to get it off of there. The body is already badly damaged, so it doesn't matter if it takes a couple extra knocks. Oh, there we go. Finally got it off. Yikes, it was trapped in that section for a long time now. But here we go. As long as I can take this off of here, we should be good to drop the engine into it. There we go. Thank goodness for the tractor dome light. Okay, front hydraulics. Down you go, and then we'll move this thing out of the way. And the car is sitting on its own 4 brakes. Perfect. Okay, let's push it into the garage just a little bit. This is probably a mistake to do without the wheels on there, but I'm gonna give it a try anyways. I think it'll be fun if nothing else. But at least we can get the car in the garage and then we can see what we're doing next time. But I should probably move that tool thing out of the way before I screw that up royally, because we only get one chance with this one. Oh yeah, you can kind of see my little flashlight apparatus here. Just a flashlight on the grill. It's working so far though. Well, now it's time for a good pee break. We'll just pee right into the hole right here. Hopefully that doesn't actually do anything. It'd be funny if you could just fill this with pee and then have to go in there to get to the exhaust afterwards. This is the type of game that would actually have that happen. And obviously we're just going to do one pull here to get our stress down. Just completely gone in one. Yeah, this guy's a total mad lad. Alright, let's push the car into the corral. It's not really a corral now, is it? Into the garage. I'm currently exhaling, so apparently I can't push. I don't know how that works, but I guess that's a thing. There we go. Yeah, so you can't exhale and push. No idea why that would be a thing. Either way, let's go ahead and try and push this in. I'm wondering now if it's possible to even do this without damaging the body. Like, obviously I took some very creative liberties and did some work to the body that didn't need to be done using the tractor over there. But can you push the car without damaging it? Like, it seems like that's not even possible. There we go. The car is in the garage and it's in a reasonable state. You can kind of see its dents now and its other various blemishes, but at this point, we do have the car in the garage, and the things that were in its way are not currently in its way anymore. I'm also completely frozen, and there we go. I was walking super slow there for some reason, not sure why. Oh yeah, we've got a part under here we should probably move. But other than that, things are coming along swimmingly. Okay, let's try and put the engine in the car and see if this even can work in here. I'd be surprised. Whew. Okay, that is, I can fling a little bit farther than I anticipated it would be able to. But let's just attempt to line this up. I don't know if this is the right way or not, but we'll give it a shot. Like, this would make sense, right? Having the oil filter on the outside. Oh, there's bolts right here, and there's bolts right there. So it looks like I've got something on the right axis. I'm going to attempt to screw those in. I think it's just the 11 mil ratcheting end here. Or in this case, we don't have the ratcheting end. Oh, look at that. The car has... Okay. Apparently that's not liking me too much. But we do have the engine in the car after all this time. It's finally there. Thank goodness. Okay, so apparently there are 3 bolts and I'm only seeing 2. So I gotta find this other one. No clue where it is though. Probably somewhere at the back. Because it's an engine mount, I don't want it to be a, oh yeah, I'll just find that eventually type thing. I'd really like to just get this one in now. And it looks like I'm missing 2 bolts here on the back of the air filter. I don't know why I didn't do those up. Found it. It's right here. So that's 3 engine mounts and 1 transmission mount done. Or 2 engine mounts, 1 transmission mount. Just got to do these axles and then the air filter at the back, although I'm probably going to end up taking that one off for tuning purposes. But yeah, the engine is in the car. But you know what the best part about that is? Now we can move the car using the engine hoist. So I can just lift this up and I should be able to just continue to lift it up as well. And that'll let me work on the engine without having to use the tractor as a hoist, which is extra good. Okay, so apparently I've just broken the entire game because my car is stuck in the air. Okay, never mind. So when you lift it up, you break the thing off of it, and then it freezes in the air as you move the hoist. Not a clue why that happened, but yeah, thank you, game. I appreciate the physics. Either way, the engine is in the car. That's all I care about. Before I end off today, I just want to make sure that these half shafts are actually bolted in. So I'm going to do that really quickly here. Just kind of climb over the engine. It looks like it's a 9 mil. Could be incorrect about that though. So I just climbed right into the engine bay and apparently that works. So yeah, here we go. Just tighten up these bolts. And then I think I'm going to finish off for today. So the plan is next episode I want to do most of the body work. And then the episode after that is likely going to be tuning. And then after that, we can hopefully start the car. So we're 3 episodes or so away from actually driving this thing, theoretically speaking. I'm sure that there are some pieces that I'm missing and things that I haven't considered yet. I know for certain that I'm going to run into issues along the way. But stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun. Every issue in this game is just kind of part of the game. So yeah. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you again next time. So I just wanted to say before things wrap up that if you enjoyed this video and you also enjoy my other automation content and various other videos I've been doing lately, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I do have some lofty goals of hitting 100k this year, but don't worry about that. Just subscribe because that's where you'll be able to see more videos like this one and the other ones that I talked about just a couple seconds ago. Anyways, there are some who choose to support my channel even more than subscribing, and I'm always thankful for them, especially Canadian Steel, Overlord, Dr. Ivo, That Riced Out Explorer, QT Bear, James, McLovin Plays, Slow Fried Chicken 69, Terry Williams, Crypt Panzer, The Most Random Person, and Justin. Thank you, everybody, for your support, and again, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Let's continue to grow as we continue to move into 2020.